Bad error in judgment and put myself in an environment where only bad things can happen, and they did. And in doing that, I know that I'm gonna...
Them to even come at me, I never did nothing to them.
Right.
I never said anything bad about them, so that's something that's personal, and obviously they crying for help.
Kevin Hart just tried to throw dirt on Katt Williams, calling him a desperate weakling clinging to fame. But the internet wasn't having it. Fans flipped the script and came straight for Kevin, accusing him of being the fake one in the room. What Kevin thought would be a clean hit turned into chaos. The second he made those comments, social media exploded. Instead of scoring points, Kevin got dragged for filth. People said he sounded arrogant, even heartless, and the same crowd that once called him comedy royalty. They started tearing him down. He wanted Katt humiliated, but now Kevin's the one getting grilled. It all started with Kevin's latest interview, where he brushed Katt off like some bitter nobody. He tried to frame himself as the hard-working underdog who made it big, while Katt supposedly ruined his own career with anger. But that whole act, folks are over it. See, this ain't the first time Kevin pulled this move. Back in 2018, he tried to sun Katt for calling out Tiffany Haddish.
Go and possibly do research or fact check, and if they do, then great. If they don't, then kudos to that as well. I just don't have the time for it.
Saying Katt needed to take responsibility for his failures. But now, people are calling it what it is: condescending, fake, and tired. And fans haven't forgotten how Kevin always came off like he was above it all, untouchable, safe from the Hollywood drama that took others down. But now, they say the Mr. Clean image is just a front, a mask hiding something real shady.
30-something years ago, right? I'm not gonna damn you, but we're talking about a very long time ago. You know, and this is not you're not old, but.
You're gonna go back to it again.
I'm saying, but fuck.
Let's back it up to January 3rd, when Katt Williams dropped a bomb on Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay podcast. 3 hours of straight heat. He named names: Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Michael Blackson. But when he brought up Kevin, that's when the internet lost it. Katt questioned how someone could land a sitcom and a blockbuster movie in their first year in LA.
In 20 years, I've never been on a commercial audition in my life. Like, I never let my tour get sponsored when I was broke or now. Like,
the implication? Something behind the scenes ain't adding up. Kevin didn't let it breathe. By the next day, January 4th, he jumped on X and posted, "Gotta get that anger about you, champ. It's honestly sad."
I don't feed into the stuff at all. At the end of the day, it's all entertainment to a certain degree, so you just hope that people can be smart enough.
But now, people aren't calling Katt bitter. They're calling Kevin exposed. Then, like clockwork, Kevin slid in a promo for his new Netflix film right after throwing shade. Real smooth. Some folks called it smart, but a lot more called it shameless. Because while he pretended to take the high road, he was clearly using the drama to boost his bag. That one tweet, it lit a fuse. Fans fired back immediately, digging up receipts, throwing his past scandals right in his face. They weren't buying the fake maturity, they saw it as calculated, cold, a PR stunt wrapped in a smile. And here's why it hit so hard. Kevin's own history ain't squeaky clean.
when people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
People still remember 2017 when that Vegas footage came out and he had to come clean about bad decisions. Translation, he got caught doing dirt and had no choice but to admit it. Then came 2023 when he went after YouTuber Tasha K, accusing her of extortion after she aired an interview with his former assistant. That video hinted at way more mess, cheating rumors, gambling issues, and money problems behind the scenes. While Kevin's been lawyering up to keep his image tight, Katt just keeps showing up and telling the raw truth. No filters, no spin, just scorched earth. And folks are loving it. One dude ducks the smoke, the other walks through it. By the time the sun went down after Kevin's tweet, the internet had flipped. Hashtags like hashtag Team Katt and hashtag Hollywood Puppet were trending hard. The people made it clear, this wasn't just beef. It was a battle for who's real and who's rehearsed.
So if there's brilliance in that, then I'm appreciative to that, and I'm trying to be a brilliant person, not a brilliant comedian.
Katt's clips from the Pimp Chronicles started going viral all over again. Fans called him fearless, too real for Hollywood, and a threat to the fake ones. They said his honesty hits different because it makes the right people squirm. Meanwhile, Kevin was getting blasted as the face of the machine. Too polished, too perfect, too Hollywood.
I want to look better. What I want the Katt Williams that you see in the movie. I want that to be the same dude you see at the gas station.
Industry plant used to be Shade. Now, it's his whole brand, according to Twitter. This beef, it exposed way more than egos. It cracked open the bigger fight, who really speaks for the culture and who's just protecting a paycheck, and here's where it gets wild. Insiders say Kevin's attack on Katt wasn't random. He's got lawsuits stacking up and a new Netflix movie dropping, Live. And, court docs show he just accused Tasha K of trying to extort $250,000 to bury his ex-assistant's claims. All of a sudden, that interview looked less like drama and more like damage control. But instead of cleaning up his image, Kevin just added fuel to the flames. Katt didn't even have to clap back. The fans did it for him. What really shook the industry this time? How united the public turned against Kevin, and how fast it happened. Even comedians who usually stayed quiet started hitting like on posts backing Katt. No words needed, just silent support. Cedric the Entertainer and Michael Blackson tried to calm the waters, but the tide had already turned. Their peace talks? Ignored. The whole narrative flipped overnight. Katt wasn't the bitter hater anymore. He was the truth teller, the one pulling back the curtain. Folks started calling him a whistleblower, exposing what Ice Cube once warned us about, the gatekeepers. And suddenly, that word was everywhere. The idea that hidden power players in Hollywood handpick who makes it and who gets erased. Now, guess whose name got tied up in that? Kevin's? People started digging into Kevin's early rise. Lead role in Soul Plane, sitcom deals, movie roles, all within his first year in LA. That kind of glow up had folks side-eyeing the timeline. They weren't saying it outright, but the whispers were loud. That ain't normal. Ice Cube had just been on The Breakfast Club talking about those same gatekeepers, the ones who block real voices from rising. That interview hit different after Katt's podcast. Fans started connecting the dots like detectives. Katt speaks the truth. Kevin plays the game. The system protects its own. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, Kevin's team hit full panic mode. Word is they went straight into damage control, locking down comment sections, cleaning up headlines, and pushing everything toward his new Netflix drop, but it's not working. Every time they try to spin the story, fans drag him right back into the mess, reposting clips of the cheating scandal, reminding people of the extortion lawsuit, even bringing up the Oscar hosting drama from 2018 and his past jokes that caused a firestorm. That clean image, it's cracking. Bad. Katt's raw honesty opened the floodgates. Suddenly, folks feel empowered to question how success in comedy really works. And what they're seeing, it ain't pretty. And here's the twist. Sources say this beef ain't just personal, it's political. Word on the street is big players at major networks have been trying to silence Katt, pushing Kevin to publicly take shots and discredit him before he spills more secrets about casting politics and behind-the-scenes favoritism. But that plan looks like it blew up in their faces. While Kevin's out here plugging movies and dodging questions, Katt's gaining support as the lone wolf going head-to-head with the machine. The internet energy ain't gossip anymore. It's full-blown rebellion. Fans are digging through old interviews, connecting dots, and pointing straight at Kevin's silence on key topics as proof that something bigger is being hidden. His tweet, it didn't end the drama. It reignited everything he's tried to bury since his first scandal hit. And now, insiders are whispering that this isn't just beef, it's war, with real power plays behind it. What started as a clapback between comics has flipped into a full-on character collapse. The more Kevin speaks, the more people side-eye his intentions. That slick jab calling Katt desperate, it backfired. Now folks are saying Kevin's the one scrambling, afraid his empire's starting to crack. The shift in public tone is loud. Just a month ago, Kevin was the golden boy, blockbuster safe, mainstream approved. Now, his name's getting mentioned next to words like gatekeeper and even handler. For someone who built a brand off being relatable, that's a dangerous place to be. Twitter's not just dragging him, they're dissecting him, comparing old clips, calling out the smug tone he used during the Oscar mess when his past tweets got exposed. Back then, he refused to apologize until the heat hit max. And now, fans say he's pulling the same move, except this time the target is another black comedian. And it gets messier. The timing of his post lines up too perfectly with his lawsuit against YouTuber Tasha K, the one who aired that interview with his former assistant, the same one accusing Kevin of cheating, gambling, and hiding behind NDAs. People aren't calling it a comeback, they're calling it a distraction. Kevin built his empire by playing it safe. Clean jokes, corporate-friendly moves, always on script. When Katt pushed boundaries, he got punished. When Kevin played ball, he got the bag. One promoter summed it up. Hollywood loves a controllable star. Katt was never that. That quote is everywhere now, and it's hitting nerves. People are starting to say what they've felt for years. Kevin's rise feels too polished, too perfect. Suddenly, his old scandals are back on the timeline, like ghosts that won't stay buried. The cheating confession video, the Vegas tape, the lawsuit, even how Iniku reportedly found out about his affair through a DM. It's all resurfacing, and fans are calling it hypocrisy. Meanwhile, Katt's raw honesty is finally getting respect. The same bluntness that once got him labeled unstable, now it's seen as real, unfiltered, brave. But behind the scenes, a darker theory's creeping in. Ice Cube's been warning about gatekeepers, the shadowy figures who decide who shines and who disappears. Now folks are putting Katt's claims right next to Cube's comments, and Kevin's name keeps popping up in the middle. Some insiders say it's no coincidence. Whenever a black comic gets too loud or too real, the industry props up someone more manageable. And Kevin's spotless Hollywood run, sitcoms, stadium tours, blockbusters, fits that formula a little too well. Then there's that tweet, "Get that anger about you, champ." What looked like a casual jab. Fans say it was corporate damage control dressed as jokes, especially since just hours later, Kevin dropped the trailer for his new movie Lift, sliding in a slick caption, "They really love you. I now know she's talking about Katt." It felt scripted, like the feud was timed to boost clicks and bury the heat from his other problems. But the internet wasn't buying it. Fans called him out for using the moment to sell a film instead of owning up to what's boiling under the surface. And now the question's not just what Kevin said, it's why he said it now. Some say it's not just ego, it's years of resentment. This all traces back to 2018 when Katt called out Tiffany Haddish's fast rise and Kevin jumped in to defend her by tearing Katt down. Some folks in the industry believe Kevin's weakling comment wasn't really aimed at Katt's honesty. It was about his own insecurity, about feeling outshined by someone who refuses to play by Hollywood's rules. This wasn't random. It felt planned, like it came from fear, not power. People close to Kevin say the last few years have shaken him hard. The extortion scandal, the Oscar hosting fallout, the injuries that sidelined his stand-up energy, every hit chipped away at the image of being untouchable. Then Katt came roaring back, unfiltered and viral. That had to sting. Calling Katt a weakling might have been a projection. Kevin's built his career on corporate deals, brand safety, and calculated moves, but now fans are calling that out, saying it looks more like dependence than dominance. Katt said it best. In 20 years, I never been on a commercial audition in my life. I never let my tour get sponsored when I was broke or now. That kind of independence hits different, and Kevin knows it, and the timing, too perfect to ignore. Insiders say Kevin's team was prepping new brand deals, but worried about the lawsuits and headlines. Then boom, he reignites a public feud, but instead of burying Katt, he might have buried his own image. While Kevin's PR machine scrambles, the same industry that once wrote off Katt is now circling back. Podcasts, limited series, offers. The redemption arc is real, and Katt's winning it without even trying. There's something deeper happening too. Katt once said, "I want the Katt Williams you see in the movie to be the same one you meet at the gas station." That's real. Meanwhile, Kevin's polished image is starting to crack. Fans can feel the branding now and they're pulling away. It's no longer control versus chaos, it's authenticity versus performance. And right now, the crowd is picking chaos. What was meant to humiliate Katt has only humanized him. As the backlash grows, even fellow comedians are backing off. Michael Blackson tried to lighten the mood, but fans weren't having it. Comments lit up with lines like, "Y'all protecting the puppet Cedric." Cedric the Entertainer called the feud corny, but his response only made people more suspicious, like the vets were closing ranks to protect Kevin. Meanwhile, Katt's raw honesty keeps gaining traction. Club Shay Shay clips are racking up views and fans are calling him fearless, the only one brave enough to call out the system. Kevin's team behind the scenes is scrambling. Sources say he's been told to stay offline and focus on resetting the narrative, but folks aren't letting it go. Every scandal, from cheating to lawsuits, is back in rotation. Now the conversation's bigger than jokes. It's about the game behind the fame. Some say Kevin's image was built on deals, not just talent, and that he's not the boss, but the face of something bigger. The more he tries to act in control, the more fans believe he's not. So, what do you think? Is Kevin Hart losing his grip or just playing a part in something he can't escape? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and keep watching. This story's just getting started. Stay sharp. See you in the next one.